Here, turn this way. All the way turn. Look, look, no, the other way.
Why the other way?
Because I'm live and your snoring gets picked up on my thing.
You're alive?
No, I'm live. I'm yeah, I'm streaming. Yeah, you are lying.
How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is... Welcome to Biomutant.
Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. And to all my haters, hey man, keep hating, please. Hate harder. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, Deadeye. That's what we want to do. I actually switched up my class from the last time I played. And this is on my PS4. This is a PS4 game, right? I also have the game for my PC. And I'm like level 18, Deadeye. You know, so I'm way further in my PC, in the PC version. But this just runs a million times better, so we're just gonna start from scratch.
That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see. Says rival tribes aren't welcome here. Leave now, or they'll send a party to hunt you down. They know. Let's see. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the Tri War began. It's a bridge. Just get over it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
One for us. A little bit involved.
How's that going?
But, there's a little rough spots with the wife, but she's pretty good. So
She's good.
wow. I mean, she tolerates me well. Tolerates me well.
Okay. Any questions or anything?
Not right now. Not at
Okay.
the moment.
Well, thank
Happy
you.
to be here. Thank you.
Yes. What's your name?
My name's Cynthia.
What is it?
Cynthia.
How old are you?
I'm also 15.
You guys are twins, right? Well, y'all look like identical twins. It's like when I look over here and look over there, I'm looking at the same person. But you guys are not identical.
We're fraternal, so not identical.
And did you meet up? Who's the baddest?
She is?
Oh, she she like to fight?
Not really. We don't really fight, but when we do, I guess we win.
Oh, you know? Well, thank you for coming. Any questions about anything?
No, I don't have any questions.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here. Let me talk to your little brother. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
How are you?
Good.
Nice. What's your name? How old are you?
6 years old.
Nice. Mother Bob, I think you may be 7 now. Did you have fun in this class?
Good hit.
Well, I'm almost 7.
You're almost 7. When will you be 7?
December 8th.
Oh, nice. Did you go to Disneyland?
Yeah.
How was it?
That was good.
Very good. Right on. Thank you for coming, all right? Okay. Yes. Let me talk to your mother. What's your name?
Sure.
Thank you for coming. Any questions or anything?
No question.
You tolerate your husband?
Why?
And what do you tolerate about him?
Just about everything.
About everything?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example?
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled.
So I gotta
That's right. Do you obey him?
all the time.
Why not?
I feel like I have to say
Is there when you married him, did you make a promise to obey?
more of a vow.
So in your vows you said I promise to obey?
Yeah.
Lying? Are you lying?
I don't think so, because you didn't do that.
Promise to obey you?
Right.
You did?
So that's why we compromised.
Well, any questions or disagreements? I'm glad you're here. Yes. Congratulations. How many years?
9?
You're not sure?
9?
9 years. Amazing. 3 kids. Well, welcome to LA, all right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir. This your first time? Yes. And where you from?
Looks good.
The Bay Area?
Yes.
And what's your name?
Lake.
Lake?
Lake. L-E-I.
Oh, okay. Thank you for coming. How did you find us?
I watched a video on YouTube before and I was reading the comments and I saw that someone mentioned your name.
Oh, okay.
And I think they had those videos on the side that they recommend or whatever. So
Right.
I clicked on one of those and I think it was one of the Savage Moments or something.
Yeah,
I watched that.
Savage, that's all.
Yeah, I just ended up clicking on a few of them after that. It was kind of entertaining. And started watching, pretty much watching, all your
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
You like his show?
Yeah.
Yeah. He is bad for a white man.
Oh yeah, I agree.
He's not afraid.
No, I'm not. And,
Have you
Let's
ever met
see.
a white man that wasn't afraid of the black?
As time passes, memories fade,
Yeah.
and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over.
here because I know they're in SoCal, so I just talked to them. Oh, yeah. So I stopped by.
Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind.
Any questions or disagreements?
Here's someone who takes each day as it
Actually, when I
comes.
heard you speaking about a lot of things, they were more like confirmations.
He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. But fortunately, he's here to give you a helping hand.
No, yeah, so short answer, no.
He thinks you should really know how to swim by now.
There was a time where
And he'll be honored.
I guess you could say, my heart was changed one day. All of a sudden, one day I woke up and it was important to me to do the right thing. So I just started.
He says that wasn't too bad, was
I
it?
ended up at a church somewhere because I was working there just as a job. It was my first job.
He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the need to learn how to swim. But you need practice, lots of practice. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. You know you can't make up for lost time. You should know, practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square.
I stayed in the car, worked at the church, and I was working like 20 hours a week.
She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll never cease to
Then
grow.
after a while, like, I felt like I was there. I somehow, ended up running into my parents again. We like mutual friends or everything.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind.
I felt like
He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on.
first step, so I did that. And I felt like I needed that moment to get back.
He thinks you're truly a kidling of your environment.
And I did.
You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some.
And I realized why I left it in the first place. But slowly over time, like I would bring something up, because it was just arguments, and my parents are together still, so it's my dad's house, right? So it's his house.
He wonders what usefulness he found.
Talking about the anger stuff, there's a lot of yelling.
He says every little thing counts.
After a while, I just had peace,
He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
How old are you now?
39, just turned 39. I actually started following you like this past March or April.
I really want to encourage you to face it. How you get your courage back and everything. Your own self. Alright?
Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon.
I want to ask before we get rolling. I want to start with the young man in the back with the white t-shirt. I want to ask.
He believes being considerate will help you feel at peace with yourself. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away.
And I noticed that
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. That's all she's ever asked of you. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her.
Mid-20s, and so the youngest would be mid-teens, I suppose. Yeah.
And I noticed that in the disease, all
They look determined. Better watch out.
there's not one man that's that apart in the disease.
He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He says you're right. Nobody can tell him what he can and can't do, and that includes you.
know what I mean? Once in a while you may run up on it, but it's not prevalent. And I wonder when did it happen where I noticed that even with my only years since when I hire employees, I look for employees who are unique in their way. And so when we bring them in, we're bringing in new and fresh ideas, right? And so they'll come in and they'll say, so I should interview for the job, what's your talent? They'll tell me.
She asks if you're hurt.
Because you want new stuff sometimes, you know, fresh stuff. Right? You know, what you do. You have a business.
She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment as Sifu. And when she needs them, they're there for her and each other. It's time to focus on your training now.
I remember we had one employee here. He's not with us anymore, but so don't look at him. They don't want it. He was very talented. And he was kind of bold, right? And he just did his thing. So I gave him a good job to do. That's why he was him.
Is someone close to heart, doing what he does best?
I wonder what happened. How did he lose his identity?
He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training.
Prime Minister of Hungary, and he was being interviewed by Tucker Carlson, and it was fascinating. And that's what really got me to thinking too about there is no individuality right now. It's rare. When I was growing up,
He wishes that was true for your Muma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wong Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics.
But this Prime Minister, Tucker, asked in his country, what he's doing, he's about family and close borders. You don't let nobody in. If you happen to get across the border, they'll stop you right there. They'll interview you, they'll take pictures of you, and they'll walk you through a little door and you back out there. They don't play. And they're for family countries, so they encourage you to get married, have babies. They don't let them in. And so Tucker asked him, why is that? Why isn't that just so unique?
He's curious to see what you found.
The rest of the world hate you. Because they used to be a part of something called the, what's that thing, Dave, when all the countries just, no. What?
He's all for renewal and has even considered making the trip out into the wilds to look for a bionuclear spool and refresh his DNA. He says it's about time you learn how and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found.
I think he's not a part of it. And as a result of not being a part of it, his country is amazing. It's beautiful, it's clean, it's so safe that even the Prime Minister himself...
The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you.
Here you need a bodyguard, you need the army and everything, right? But this guy
You should take it with you, wear it to practice. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
They call him a tyrant. The United States hate him, and the rest of the European Union hate him because he is set apart from everybody else. And they have allowed all kind of people to go into their countries from Africa, over there, from Africa, and
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
It's a mess in their countries, but right in this small area.
Hopes you're as ready as you claim to be. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
And even in the United States is attacking him for, they call him a tyrant because he won't let everybody in. And so Tucker asked him, why is it that your country is doing so well? And he said, he is a Christian. And I'm paraphrasing, I'm a Christian. And he said Christianity and those other countries don't mix. They don't mix. And so when you bring them in, because
Your
they
Muma
don't
says you
fit,
did well today.
we're not getting along.
Thanks you for being such...
Like,
Been
wow,
working on a
that is
present.
so true.
You should
Because I
go
know
see
there's a
him
lot
and
of
find
mixed
out what it
marriages
is.
and all that
You
stuff that
deserve
doesn't
it.
work, right? And we have allowed a lot of people to come into our country, and it don't work because they're not Christian, so they don't agree with the same values. But we have been told that we're supposed to all mix, and we're supposed to be the same, and people fall for it. But that idea comes from the world, and it's just not true. It doesn't work. And then last night I was watching a documentary on, I need to write it down because I forget. What is his name? The cowboy guy that makes his own.
Your Muma...
Clint Eastwood.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device.
And the other people in the movie,
You should think of it as watching over you when she comes. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day.
Amazing movies, right? And won all kinds of awards and things like that. But
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow.
With everybody else. And when I remember growing up, I just didn't know too many fit-in people. I knew some. You know,
Nothing can stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
It's like driving in the parking lot at the airport. Everybody trying to get ready at the front. It's like cars jammed up ready. And then you drive right down a few hours from there.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail.
There is a lot of parking places. Like,
A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire.
wants to fit in. Most people are afraid today to be alone, to stand alone.
That's just adding fuel to the flames.
A person, and he's gone through a lot, but he's been a perfect example of standing alone. And
Give
I
it a
know that
last
when
burst
stand
and you
alone,
make
your
it.
talent come out. What God has created you to be, it will happen because you're not trying to fit in, you're not trying to get along, go along, and all that kind of type of stuff. I remember growing up, even as a kid, even though I was baby,
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead.
that's wrong.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present.
You're not supposed to talk about people like that. But even today, since I started on, I've gone through a lot. But there's nothing in me that want to give in. I can't see not being me because you can't be happy being someone else. I had a preacher call the other day telling me what I should and I said. You shouldn't say this about women. Or I'm like, well, is it true? Yeah, it's true. It's true, but it's how you say it. How do you say the truth? You know how to say the truth, right? But, so one of the things
You must
that's
go
wrong with
through
the world
fire
today
and water
is
to make it out of here.
rare, and the world's falling apart because they're listening to the world.
Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water.
People are mad at you because you won't take a vaccine.
You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow.
And they're like yelling and fighting and carrying on. I never knew that one day in America that someone would want you to put something in your body that you didn't want. That, you know, it's just crazy. But a whole lot of weak people falling for it. Which one? A lot of weak people. There are no individuality. At my gym, there are a lot of young black guys that do it. They look embarrassed. They got all this dry stuff on their heads, tied up with ropes. I'm glad you took the head rag off because I wanted to mention this today. And then they got head rags around it. And look at them like a woman by the head. And I'm like, where are the individuals? A man come in here and look, you know, he doesn't look like a woman by the head. So and then I looked at, I'm telling you, I looked up and down the earth, I could not find one. So I was thinking about the intellectuals. They're all about science now. Have you noticed that? And they're using it in a way where it's destroying the world. It's not effective at all now. And then I looked at the Bible thumpers, the preachers and all that. They're about theology. Isn't that the word I asked you about?
Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you.
They're not about becoming sons of God. They're about theology. And they all the same.
The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now.
But they're all about the same. There is no individual. So I want to know what happened and where are they? And how do we get them back? All right? Are you an individual?
If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to
Are
the
you an
next.
individual?
Life must go on.
Yes.
Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care
You don't
about.
follow the crowd.
We're not to conform to the patterns of the world. if I'm not mistaken.
You went out
We are not to conform
What you
to
do
the
for
pattern of this
yourself
world, if I'm not
dies with you.
mistaken.
and you haven't
What you do for
performed at
your
all.
kin
I
remains
think we're all
and
guilty
makes
of
you
it.
How about
immortal
you?
in their memory.
I'm probably too guilty of resisting every pattern that I've ever seen in my life. Because some patterns can be healthy if they're godly, if they're scriptural, and they're biblical. So that's the exception.
As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
Godly and healthy, so we should make a pattern out of something like that. But that's not a pattern of the world, that's a pattern of God.
And how do you make a pattern of that?
Well, you could watch Jesse Peterson's Silent Prayer video
There you go.
over and over and over.
Without ceasing.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hull.
I was-
Better
in
watch
fact, I
out.
was-
It's no
as you were
pet.
Speaking on this topic a couple of minutes ago, I hadn't given a lot of thought to it, but as you were speaking on it, I was kind
They
of
couldn't
meditating
keep
and
it down.
reading
Fluff hulk's on the loose.
something on the topic. Accept that and find a way
How does one cry out?
for me, it's a good relationship. Because I think it's easy for us to have a good balance. Build up our ego around our balance. Decide that I think that called if I have
They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. The myriad tribe is prepared to fight to the death for souls that will be forever lost if not saved.
Not this whole group kind of thing, right? And I don't see individuality anymore.
I'm way
Everybody and mama have tattoos. Even the men have big old. I'm like, somebody said put a tattoo on.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, It was simply a
Is it a
beginning.
drug call or something?
Look, an emergency box from the
like
old days.
really?
Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.
Thank you. You don't want Chris to come up here. You're going down. You just finish here? Yes, sir.
I was just going to say that before I met you, I was not an individual because I lived completely in my ego, so I was always trying to please other people and have nothing to deal with. But meeting you, listening to your message, I do have way more confidence to be an individual and not to go along to get along anymore and not care so much what people like. So I believe to be true.
What is it like not being yourself, but fitting in with the crowd?
It's like it creates so much anxiety and stress because it's like something you can never get enough of. The more
Tunnels
that
like
you
this
get
still
positive,
carry
the more
echoes
you
from the past.
feel positive.
Can you hear it?
And it's like, yeah, you feel weak.
Yeah. I can't imagine. I remember when I was like really into him. I knew I was raw, I didn't know how to and then the people around me were really under and they were pushing it like right and all of it. I knew it was wrong, but I didn't know how to understand it. But I know it's that everybody promotes the same thing right? And people are crazy to go against it. I was looking at this video the other day, a guy up in San Francisco, he had some type of antique. And some man came in with a dress on. He was really smart as hell. And the older white guy that owned the store, he must have a sign in the window that said, what did the sign say? Somehow married me in hustle there. And he was this guy, this white guy came in dressed in a blouse. And that man was like, and so it shows them arguing. And the old man said, no, you're not a man, you look stupid. You're a woman in a dress.
You could put that to good
No,
use.
other way around. He was a man in a dress.
Right, you're a man in a dress. He's like, no, I'm a woman. He's like, no, you're not. And he's like, well, I'm going to see what my friends think about you, something like that. I'm paraphrasing, but you see it tomorrow. And he was like, well, every time I put the sign up that says you're a man in a dress, my business goes up. Somebody got to tell the truth. Somebody got to be, and I respect that from that guy. And he's from the old school. But in the old school, there are more individuals than there are in the new school. It's all the same.
He was like a white Jesse.
Yeah. Because he's from the old school.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just crazy. And I think I know why it's like this. We'll get back to that in a minute. But anyway, it was miserable being everybody else instead of yourself.
It was really miserable, especially when in the end, those people, when it came down to it, all turned against me anyway.
Yeah.
So it was like, what a waste of my life. I'm trying to impress them. So now, yeah, I take
Did
it.
you grow up trying to fit in with everybody else?
I grew up, I didn't actually fit in. I was like the troublemaker kid in the family, but I had
That
immense
notice
pressure
board,
from all my
filled
aunts
with the
to fit in.
leftovers
Like,
of
they
used
said,
to
"You
be
have to do
once.
this way, you have to do this
You're
way."
getting close
I
to
wasn't
one of
that
those.
way, but
The
I learned how
Toxanol
to
Corporation
fit in
made
other
this
ways,
place,
you know what I mean? Like,
and then
I
just
would rebel,
threw
but I
it
didn't
away
have
when
to.
they.
You
Well,
know what I mean?
there must
So I
be a
was doing
track
the same thing,
somewhere
but
in this
different ways.
brick town.
I remember when tattoos first became a big thing, and at the time the church said, your body is the temple of the Lord, and you should not put tattoos on, right? Because you define the temple. And that alone kept me from tattoos. But there are so many Christian people that have tattoos, and not even funny. But that alone kept me away from it. And I'm glad now I didn't do it. Because when you get older, tattoos, they look awful.
Days wasting. Get to work while you can.
You feel a bit silly.
Yeah, you look silly, can't take it off. What a mess.
What a mess.
And so, did you know you, at the time when you fit in, did you know you were fitting in with the crowd? Fitting in?
No, I just thought that's what everyone else did, and that's what I was supposed to do. I didn't realize I wasn't being a godly man by doing that. I wish I would have met you earlier.
I noticed that fit in people, you can't tell them that that ain't right. You don't look right. Because they're fitting in. They will say, oh yeah, am I wrong? Yes, I know it.
You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the fields.
It's way better. I got the best compliment
Took care.
I watched the video. Oh, Nate's kind of like the white one. Thought I was like that. I know it's not true. Just that he even thought that about me. That's the end of said about me.
Oh, man. You straight up with your wife now?
100%.
She's not afraid at all? She doesn't make you cry?
Never.
Oh, she don't make you cry?
Never. She used to be able to, but not anymore.
Your wife used to make you cry?
My wife used to be able to make me cry, yeah.
Well,
I know. I was,
yeah, I understand.
but not anymore.
Now you're strong.
And what's amazing
That's a resource
is how I've
totem,
seen my daughters
a monument
change
left.
as well because of that. Like
Yeah.
when that dynamic changed, like still get that bit of that anger.
That's some
but then
sharp
back
wood
5
scrap
minutes later,
there.
apologize,
Watch for
they
splinters.
See it, like it changed everything.
That's right, because they like it to the father.
Yeah, I so believe that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm glad to hear that, man. Amazing. Let me take you first. Yes, sir.
Okay, see, I want to tell you a story.
Is this your first time here?
No, it's
That's a
my second time.
Jackney
okay.
tribe
It's been a while
outpost.
since my first time. Let's catch up real quick. All right, I want to tell a story about when I was in 8th grade. My friend,
That's an improvement.
me and John.
John and I.
Yeah, we wanted to,
Well, the people that hate you, you said me and John.
we had the three of us.
Okay.
We were best friends. I told my mom that we wanted to get tattoos of ear piercings. She said wait for the end of the year. We waited till the end of the year, and so all those kids got up, and those terms, we said, that stuff is gay.
Yeah, absolutely. I never understood, and I know there's some guys here with earrings and all that stuff like that. I never understood. Well, I understand, but I never understood how any male was convinced to put on earrings. Because that doesn't even feel right. It just feels gay, right? Put them on.
Without
Like
the
you're up in
sun,
the morning in
it
front of
gets
the mirror.
chillier.
Put on earrings. And your body tells you, it's like exercise, don't put them on. What the guys put them on anyway? He ain't got them. Amazing. Yes, ma'am.
I had a question about
Are you an individual?
now.
Are you an individual?
I'm not sure.
Are you an individual?
No.
Now, I'm not sure. No. You gotta go around the mountain to get the truth.
Because I'm getting there. I'm like you said,
What caused you not to be an individual? When?
not
When
fitting
you
in
were
my
little
family.
girl?
Yeah, I remember actually, I was going to share with you, I remember the day I stopped being an individual. Like, clearly, it's like the most clear memory. It was like, I was always, when I was a kid, I was born in a family that was really promiscuous. I didn't believe in God, my mom was always with a lot of men. My brothers and my sister were like a mess. And I was always the one that just was always like trying to be better, study, be focused, be with God. I was the only one that was going to church walking, just walking because nobody was there with me. And that's how my nature was, right? My real self. But everybody around me was always telling me, you're gonna end up alone, you're like an old grumpy lady, you're like a grandma. They call me the grandma of the house because I was doing all those things.
One thing about the world, when if you're an individual, they will work overtime to draw you in. It's like they can't stand for one light to shine. They're trying to draw you in. It's like in a debate. If they don't win the debate, then they'll turn against you and they're allowing you, right? And so they work overtime. I was thinking of the Prime Minister of the Hungarian Prime Minister. That man is literally dealing with the world around him. Now there's an election coming up, and the United States and others are trying to run.
This is no time for sleep.
Running against him. And these guys are wicked based on the survey that I've heard.
Mercadorba's outpost, a Jackney tribe stronghold.
They're anti-everything, right? And his enemies are
Let's
supporting
see.
him in the upcoming election to try to put that one light out. It doesn't mean they can't stand one light. And that's how it is in families and everything. If one light shines, you gotta go. They gotta work overtime
Says it's
put
time
that
to
light
set the
out.
outpost
That's
free. Inflict as little
Yes,
damage
that's
as
what.
possible
And then
as you
I
make your
remember
way
one
through
day,
to the rival
my
captain.
sister